enjoying the most delicious stretching without having to do anything. As a yoga instructor, and my guest Denise is one as well, I think I can speak for both of us when I say flexibility is the fountain of youth. If you have joint mobility, your body moves more like it did when it was a child, when you were lithe and springy and fluid and not achy and creaky and stiff. Life feels different. And you know this if you've ever done a stretching session or you've gone to a yoga class. You just feel better in every square inch. This is from HoMedics. They're a leading brand in self-care devices. And what we have been bringing you for the past few years from HoMedics is this back stretching mat. It's using air compression chambers to lift, move, and stretch the soft tissue in my body gently, but oh so effectively. And we've had this as a today's special value before. It's worth mentioning. It's especially worth mentioning because right now it's the same price it was when it was a TSV. Anytime you see my shoulders move, my hips move, my back elevate, it's not because I'm using my muscles. It's the mat doing all the wonderful work. V56501 is your item number. I'm not even going down the gift route this time, gals, because this one needs to be for you.
Self-care.
5 easy payments, thank you, of $36 and a fantastic free shipping and handling until midnight. Denise Repko, you know this is a host favorite presentation, correct?
It's actually my favorite as well. And it's from HoMedics. They've been around since 1987, and they are a leader in self-care. And what they've done with this mat is they've partnered with yoga instructors. They've actually partnered with stretching experts to design a mat that has 7 precision air-filled chambers that both inflate and deflate in specific sequences to replicate yoga stretches or stretching that you may not know how to do, or you may not feel safe about doing, or it may cause your discomfort for you to do it. All you have to do at home is lay down on this mat and make your selection. And we've added 2 new stretches to this one, which is actually side stretch and the low back stretch. We have the other 6. We've added 2 more, and we've added a vibration situation. So there's a low, medium, and high. And everybody's favorite is that pause button. So if you're going through your 15-minute treatment and you go, oh, that feels really, really good. I wish it would stay there.
Yes.
Hit that pause button and hold that stretch as long as you like. Hit it again and then go. But honestly, what you're getting is the safest, best way to approach stretching. If you do not stretch, things get shorter, they get tighter, they get stiffer. So this does it for you. This is home stretching at its finest. You can, by the way, if you don't want to lay it on the floor, you can lay it on a firm bed or couch, mattress of sorts. But here's what happens. You've got those chambers, you've got the vibration, and you pick what you like, and it's going to go through those modes and stretch you out so you don't have to worry about what you're doing. Are you going to do a camel pose? Are you going to be able to bust into a camel pose to stretch through the front of your chest and shoulders?
Girl, I can't, look, I've been doing yoga for 12 years. I can't bust into a camel pose. Because you have to do a lot of loosening up. If you don't know what camel pose is, it's a deep back bend.
Well, it was in one of our VTs, yeah.
Right, and that's, you know, it's next level. It's, even as an expert, when you first walk into a yoga class, we are all stiff first thing in the morning. I don't care how flexible you are, if you're an athlete or whatever. Contortionist, you're stiff. And you know how it feels if you kind of go, you know what, I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to do some stretches. It almost kind of has that good ache at first because everything's opening up. And then the more you bend and stretch, I'm doing the twist right now. It's lifting my left hip and my right shoulder. So it's mimicking a deep twist that I would do in a seated position that can be kind of challenging. And frankly, if you're doing it incorrectly, can actually be a little bit tense on your lower back. So it's doing it in a safe way, as though you had, because we know they exist now, the physical therapist guiding you through sessions. You can go to these clinics now and pay for stretching sessions. They charge for them at my gym, too.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to knock them because if that's what you're doing and you love it, man, stick with it, and I applaud you. But boy, they're pricey. And you got to make an appointment. You have to be okay with somebody else having their hands on you in kind of weird places.
All the things.
And I just love that I can lay this on the floor, on my bed. I can do it for 5 minutes, but I will tell you this. Once you get to doing this, that 15 minutes is going to be up, and you're going to want to hit the reset button and start all over
Absolutely.
again.
Well, people, what I learned as a yoga instructor for 15 years is people don't know how to stretch. They don't know how to safely stretch. And 9 times out of 10, they're coming in because they want to increase their range of motion or learn how to stretch. Here, you don't have to know techniques. You don't have to worry about alignment. You just lay your body on the mat, and the mat does the stretching for you. So you make your selection. Either you're doing twist, which is going to be opposite shoulder as hip. You're going to do flow, which is kind of like rolling waves.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
have
do flow.
energize, which is like your big morning stretch. Hi, Rach.
Where can I go? Head
You
here,
can
right?
absolutely go on there if you want.
Okay, you
Yeah,
can charge me.
indeed, indeed.
But I was like, oh, I absolutely want to be here.
Oh, you know what? You do that, and I'm going to get up too because I want
right
them
here.
to see the chambers when it's coming up.
yeah.
Okay.
So enjoy.
And there are
Yeah.
7. There are 7 precision air-controlled compression chambers within here that, again, they inflate and deflate in sequence according
this?
to what you've selected. Yeah.
That's an air pocket and a really, really strong one. But what it's doing is gently lifting, if I were laying, my shoulders. And then when it releases, your body and your spine just go back into that
Yeah.
neutral position. And because we're doing the flow, it's going to move into the next segments of my spine. And there's different intensities. So if you see these and go, oh, I don't know, girl, it's been a long time since I've stretched, you
Right.
can start at baby level.
Start at baby level. And by the way, you can keep your knees bent like Rachel has. And as a beginner, I'd encourage you to do that and cross your arms over your chest. Then as you become more flexible, because let's just face it, flexibility, that's one of the claims here. This can help you increase flexibility. This can be a warm-up,
favorite.
this can be your workout, or this can be your cool down.
Right
All
at
of
the
it
base
very,
of
very
your spine.
important.
If you are hunched over at a desk all throughout the day,
Oh.
this is the most divine stretch
Right.
when it fills in your lower back and it causes you know what, it's not just your lower back that's stretching, your chest opens up.
Yes.
So your shoulders straight
Shoulders,
back, your chest opens up. Take a nice deep breath in that moment, fill your lungs with air, and
Oh
it
my
is
gosh.
so invigorating.
I'm
You're
over
getting
here
it.
in flow.
Yeah.
It's crazy
That
good.
flow is the one.
Yeah,
right?
flow
Yeah,
is
flow's good.
absolutely the one.
See
and
how
now
I'm
it's
gonna
right
crawl over
here.
like a weirdo. Okay.
You're
See
loving it.
Now
how
it's
it's
right here.
filling the curve in her back? Those are like
Whoa.
the pressure points that you usually feel when you're sleeping on a stiff mattress, and it fills it up, which means all of this just go. You might get a crack. And then the
No, I
Yeah,
love
nice.
it. Yeah.
So stretching the back muscles, opening up through the chest. I will tell you, I now have my 5th grandbaby, and I'm holding those beautiful bundles of joy, but let me tell you, the fatigue that comes into the shoulder, to the back, to those muscles, I don't always have the time to actually stretch. I can lay on this mat and get a self-care treatment for 15 minutes, and it's just like I went to an hour-long yoga class. Now, without the sweat, without having to worry about anybody touching me or
Right.
aligning me, or not having to know about the alignment, just making the selection that feels
There's
best for me.
a session on there called Twist,
Yeah.
which is mimicking the action
Exactly.
of doing
Thank you,
this,
Jen. Yes,
right?
yes.
So, and if you're looking at this position and going, yeah, there's no chance,
Yeah.
right? And everybody starts at that level. Maybe you're turning here, you're turning
Yeah.
here, and then eventually, I would challenge you to try some of those moves in real life after you've been doing this a while and see if you don't go, wow, I'm able to turn a little bit
Right.
deeper. I'm able to reach my toes or get closer than I was before. And while that's kind of like a brag and it's something to be proud of, that means your body has more mobility
Yes.
and more smoothness. And that's the stuff that makes you feel younger.
And you know what? I was just going to say as I'm listening to you, exactly, because Jen is our resident yogi. I love from the age of possibility, we know stretching is so super important.
Indeed.
You know, in the same way that exercise is WD-40 for our body, stretching.
I love it.
It's great if we're living longer, but you want to be able to live longer and move.
I saw a
and move
video
comfortably.
of football players in a Pilates class.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you're watching, did
Yeah.
you see that? You're seeing these, I mean, they're athletes, right? They could do anything. And they're in these Pilates classes and like, oh, I can't do
yeah.
this stretch.
Yeah.
It means nothing about your level of fitness. But if you're not, if you rest, you rust. If you rest, you rust. If you're not moving those joints, you become more like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
But if you can do it without having to do anything but lay down, man, this is going to become one of your favorite self-purchases, your favorite family gift.
the best.
Everybody in
Absolutely.
the family's going to use
It increases flexibility. It can increase mobility. Again, stretching is a form of exercise. I taught it for 15 years. Jen teaches it. But there are so many poses that are hard for people to get into. You don't know how to do it. You don't know what the proper way
It
to
can
do
be
it is.
intimidating, and
It
then I gotta
can
buy
be.
the expensive outfits, and you know. So in these videos, by the way, you're going to see some of the movements that it's helping you to mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to ask, weight limit. Is there a weight limit?
275 pounds.
Oh,
And,
all
and
right.
this only weighs 10 pounds, by the way, so it's very portable. The remote is attached, so you're never going to lose it. There's a little pouch for it. And then there's even a removable pillow that you can put it anywhere you want. The bolster here is where your back of your thighs go, so your bottom will go somewhere right around here. But get the openness, get the stretch, open up that back, breathe a little better, and all you're doing is laying there.
If you do it first thing in the morning and last thing at night, you're bookending your entire day with something fabulous. No more bad days. There you go. V56501, we have 500 orders, 2,000 this week, and remember, it's back at its today's special value price, but we lose the 5 easy pay and the free ship at the end of the day. Oh, thank goodness, Rachel has the next presentation. Denise, we can stick around for a little bit.
Let's stretch together.
Oh, wait, no, I have to order this bag. Rachel, I gotta order this bag.
You have to order
All right.
this bag.
Love you, Denise.
Okay, so brand new today. I love it. It's called